Come. Hey. Bring it.
The next one is Lou Edgar, a Plymouth Road Runners Company. The next one, Donovan W. with a 67 Chevy Chevelle. The next one is Delta 88 Royal, 1973. M. Hicks. M. Hicks. Hold on. The next one is Fort Morgan, Fort Mustang 65, blue white stripe. 67 black. Come on. It's Clyde Parker, Chevy Chevelle 67. Marcus Crawford, Volkswagen Super Beetle 76 new. Two-door Mercury 1950. The color Dennis
What's up, big dog?
What's going on? How you doing?
is 51. Chevy Camaro 69.
How you doing? What's going on? How you doing?
I'll let you do your little work first. I'll let
I
you get
appreciate you. I'll be right with you.
content.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Chuck Self. A Dodge Challenger Hellcat. 15.
She ain't gonna do nothing. What made you gonna get excited? She ain't gonna do nothing but roll over.
This clean. Goodness gracious.
Are those Chrysler tail lights on there? I think so, yes. Like a Chrysler tail lights. Yeah, LeBaron. Exactly what it looked like.
Leave it.
But you know that dog bigger than you?
Next one up is Jim Hughes. Tim. Pop broke his dock. 62.
It is cool. That's what I wonder how that damn Billy sent him to stone that damn.
up is Mike Neer. The L.
Where's the G?
This one yours?
Does he ever drop the bone?
She does. Yeah, she does. Not often, but she's dropped it once out here already. It's hot, so I expect her to.
When you want to do CPR on somebody, you want to check for a pulse, see if they have a pulse or not, and then we look, listen, and feel for breathing. And then when they have no pulse and they're not breathing, we want to start CPR. So what you want to do is about between the nipple line, right in the middle there, you want to use the palm of your hand and put it down, and then put your fingers together. And then the important thing is to lock your elbows, okay? Because you don't want to do chest compressions like this and bend at your elbows. You want to lock your elbows and you bend at the hips, and doing that allows you to use your whole upper body to help you get the proper depth on your compressions. And it's a lot easier. I mean, it's going to wear you out because the goal is to do 100 to 120 compressions in a minute, and you want to keep that up for 2 minutes. So that'll, you know, I've only been doing this for maybe 10 or 15 seconds.
Correct.
So but you know, as you can see, I have my elbows locked, bending at the hips. And if it's one person, you want to do 30 compressions. And then after 30 compressions, you would give 2 rescue breaths. So you can put your couple fingers under the chin and kind of tilt the head up. And then you blow in the mouth and give 2 breaths, and you want to look for the chest to rise. And I'll use this and see if I can... There you go. You can see the chest rise and fall as I give some rescue breaths. So you do 2 breaths, and then you go back to this. And then it's the same thing, 30 compressions. And then after you reach your 30 compressions, you go back to your 2 breaths. And you want to look for the chest to rise and fall as you give your breath. And then you just repeat that cycle until they start breathing or we show up to take over. With an infant, because they're smaller, you can use your hands. There's 2 ways. You can put your thumbs around the chest like this, and you can press. Or after you do compressions like that, the other thing you can do, and you want to lay them on a flat surface, is you just use 2 fingers right between the nipple line. And you do your compressions that way. And then with infants, you don't want to tilt the head up quite as much. It's just a little bit what we call the sniffing position, and then that's when you would give your rescue breaths.
How many rescue breaths for them? 2?
Yeah, and with infants, it's important to know that when you give a rescue breath, it's just enough to make the chest rise and fall. No more air than that, because our lungs are much bigger than an infant's lungs, so you can actually
hurt their
give
lungs.
them way too much air. So it's just a little bit.
One other question.
Yes, sir.
Do you put your mouth over their nose and mouth
Yes.
when you do it?
Yes.
All right. So you put your your mouth over nose and mouth when you do your rescue breathing. All right. Hey.
Now run up there, go get something from goodness. We got a Christian Tide restaurant down there at the creek. We fried frog down there. I'm just getting out the way, that's all. You know, I spent my whole life. Like I said, I'm staying out the way. We're talking to his brother. Everybody, everything. Hot dogs, birds, chicken. Okay.